alive, man. Breaking news. Not so much like super breaking, but pretty breaking. Pretty breaking news we got, guys. Pretty breaking news. Pretty breaking information. Apple Pay 12-year legal battle has finally come to an end. What that means, Walmart, the biggest retail giant in America, including Sam's Club, including the gas stations, anything affiliated with Walmart, is now getting Apple Pay. Yes, now getting Apple Pay. We are now finally getting what we all should have had. Now we can probably bring back 24-hour Walmarts. And the world can just heal. Little guy. So of course the dates are not going to be all at once. You're going to have to wait until you get probably to your Walmart. It's not really a technology issue. The technology has always been in the registers to do it. They just haven't turned it on. So Walmart finally got their act together. You're going to turn on Tap to Pay. Google and Apple Pay. Finally here. So August 24th, when is that? 2 days from now, Monday. And then officially all gas stations and everything will be fully integrated mid-2027. Walmart is adding broad contactless payment support. That includes Apple Pay on the iPhone and Google Watches and Apple Watches, contactless cards and other platforms. Shoppers will also able to add their wallet and Sam's Club cards to Apple Wallet. Oh, so much helpful. So now you don't have to carry around your damn Sam's Club card. You have it right in your Apple Pay wallet now. Oh, such a beautiful blessing. And then also they still will be using their Walmart Pay crap app. Company says Tap to Pay gives customers and members another familiar and convenient way to pay at checkout using contactless payment methods. Whether picking up groceries, gifts, or everyday essentials, they can check out using eligible contactless cards, phones, or a smartwatch. Customers and members can also add their eligible Walmart, Sam's Club, and OnePay cards to their digital wallets, giving them another convenient way to use their cards. So yes, we have multiple ways to pay now, guys. Multiple ways to pay for the Apple Pay. Finally, we got this thing going. It's going all the way up out of here. Finally, we can pay our way with the Apple Pay. Walmart is one of the final major Apple Pay holdouts. So this is big news for customers. For years, the retailers refused to offer contactless support in favor of the Walmart Pay. It's QR code-based crap payment system. I almost had to use this thing. Thought I left my wallet in the car other day when I was at Walmart. But I actually had it with me and I was able to pay with my card, but I would have had to pay with that user stupid QR system. In some kind of way, they still got one of my cards. Like I had cut one of my cards off from them and I had another card as a bag up payment with Walmart and they pulled that shit as a payment. Man, I need to, every time I see that little $12 charge, I'm like, what the hell? And I forget to go in and pay it off. And that's the slickness of these monthly recurring payments. You always forget to cut the damn payment off. And then just recently, last year, Walmart doubled down on this belief that Walmart Pay was more convenient. To use Walmart Pay, however, you have to add the debit card to the Walmart app. Yeah, that's this shit. They got me. That's how they got me. They make you add your card to their app so they can control those sneaky payments. It's like Apple, when they be taking those payments out of your thing and snatching you out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Walmart, Walmart. After all, there's a reason that one of these long-time holdouts caved in, including Kroger, Home Depot, and H-E-B. Trying to think, am I use Apple Pay at Kroger? Yes, I am. Haven't used it at Home Depot. Don't have any H-E-Bs down here in the South. Did Walmart lack Apple Pay support impact your shopping habits? Leave a comment down below. If you ever had a problem where you just knew you was gonna be able to use Apple Pay and you get to the register like, I forgot you guys don't use it. Ew, yuck. You Apple Pay haters. Apple Pay and Google Pay haters. But Walmart's finally here. You know, Walmart said when hell freezes over when they gonna add it, but I guess it officially froze. This could definitely be a inflation indicator that Walmart is now taking. This is definitely an inflation indicator because they want all the money in, and apparently this will stop people from going and shopping with Walmart. But now, not so much. Not so much at all now. They are ready and willing to rock and roll and get the Apple Pay in Walmart now. In case you're just not tuning in to the live, we got Apple Pay starting August 24th. August 24th. Apple Pay will be in all Walmart locations. Some of the gas stations and Sam's Club will be having the technology rolled out by mid-2027. But Monday, most of the larger Walmarts already had the technology inside the POS systems, inside the card readers anyway. They're just going to activate it, turn it on. Could have been did it. Just like I said, it's all about greed. It's all about control. And it's all about Walmart wanting to control that data and knowing what you're paying, what type of card you're paying with, and then going through their pay system, they got control of what all groceries you bought and all that stuff. But they still can do it, with the pay system. That's really even easier to see who's buying what and attaching it to what card and what name and attaching what you buy all throughout Walmart system and selling that to the government or selling that to any third party business. Yeah, so Apple, like 85% of consumers out here use Apple Pay. So why did this just now roll out? And they just rolled the news out Friday and gonna drop it on Monday. So kind of had to sleep over the weekend. I know Walmart just had their earnings call. If you're interested in stocks and investing, so this could be green for Walmart. Looking to buy stock, I definitely would think that business will go up based off this news. Stock prices should increase Monday based off this news, especially when more and more consumers start seeing videos like this and getting the word out. They will know that Walmart is now taking the Apple Pay, taking the tap, taking those cards that you got attached to your Apple Pay, even going to Sam's Club, knowing that you do not have to carry your card around with you. Say, boop, got my card right here. Boop, tap to pay at the register with your Walmart card. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And then plus at those gas stations too. Walmart got good gas stations. Cheaper fuel. So that's another thing. You go into the gas station, gas pump. You gotta go up to that little thing in the middle of the gas pumps. You know, most of the Walmart gas stations, they got the little, small little kiosk. Sometimes they got the bigger one. You go inside, they might got some drinks in, but all of them mostly small little baby little gas stations. And you ain't go inside those. I hate going inside most of them anyway. Going in there and then you end up spending a little $3, $4, $5 on snacks or whatever. Sometimes you want to. Most of the time you just want to get that gas and keep rolling. So this is gonna be interesting. Can't complain about not having your money. I need Chase account with my file. Cool. Yeah, you definitely need a Chase account with your file. I recommend it's a free game. eBay. Hit up eBay for the AU trade lines. That's why I got my last two. Found somebody with 100 rating selling trade lines on eBay. They're cheaper than most of these trade line supply websites. Hit them up. My Chase is burnt. I don't have Chase trade lines anymore. But that's free game right there. Appreciate checking out the live. See what you get. Hopping on KJ. Live with KJ, Credit K. Get that good sauce, get good information. And you get a good free game on some other thing too. My boy. I'm telling you, this shit is real deal. I ain't telling anybody that though. I ain't telling nobody that information. That's just real. That's just, you know what I mean? I might cut that out the replay right there. You really gotta be paying attention to the live. Really gotta be tapped in. Really be subscribed to your boy. Get that information. Get that game. Get that gospel. Know what to do with the profile. Know what to do to build it up. You know, if you do get a Chase trade line on your credit report, it's much easier to go ahead and get your own Chase primary. But make sure you stick to that. Make sure you stick to that 524 rule, though. You know what I mean? Chase be heavy on the inquiries. So don't have no more than 2 inquiries within the past 3 months. They don't have no more than 5 new accounts in 24 years now. You know, I think I did get approved for a Chase card kind of outside that 524. They're not as strict as they used to be, but definitely don't have a bunch of inquiries. And, you know, maybe no more than like 2 new accounts in the past 12 months. Keep them new accounts down because Chase real sensitive. Pretty much all the big banks are real sensitive right now about approving and giving out credit limit increases. A lot of these companies cutting the money. So make sure you use your card every now and then. Don't go too crazy on it until you're ready to make a play up, make some major moves on the card. You know, a little nickel and dime, $100 here, $100 there, and then only making the minimum payments. It's gonna hurt you. Pay them cards off in full, or don't use them, or just use them when you finna go make a $5,000, $6,000 purchase. You know, burn up most of the 10, 12K of credit on that card, and then you're gonna leave it alone. Especially, you know, you're gonna pay it off. How many primary need? Shit, well, I recommend like 3 primaries. Really to start getting some major money. 4 to 5 is a solid profile. You want 2 revolving, which is like a credit card or a credit builder. Some credit builders come as installments. When installment, that means you're paying the same thing every month. So like a car loan, a personal loan, a pledge loan from Navy Federal. Look up pledge loans. Them short little $2,000 credit loans for most credit unions. Those are all primaries, but you got to have at least 3 to 4 primaries before any of the bigger banks will take you serious. Go to Capital One route. Capital One easy primary. Everybody should have Capital One as a primary. I don't care if you're real credit, what type of credit you got going on. Bad credit, do credit profiles, students. They known for taking students with no credit. Just imagine you got a fresh profile with nothing on it. That's where you want to go, Capital One. And then, branch out to some credit builders after that. I just dropped a credit builder video on this channel about 2, 3, 4 hours ago. Go check that one out. It's called super.com. Instant approval. I dropped pretty much, I gave some bonus ones that approved within 48 hours on that primary trade line. And then what else? Some easy ones. You got your care credits out there, your subprime credit card, all them bull crap cards that you apply for. If you got like Credit Sesame or Credit Karma, the ones that are Bright and Credit One and not Capital One, but Credit One. That's a different one. Subprime cards, Tilt, anything that make you pay like a little small fee just for getting it. Those get you in the door, Mission Lane, but you don't want to have too many of those. And just work your way on up, man. It's not a quick game. It's a 3 to 4 month game before you can really see some money. That's going hard. Usually take me like 3 to 6 months to really build a profile up. Unless I'm throwing a whole bunch of money at it. Any more questions, man? Finna hop out here, lady hell shit. Finna roll me up. I just want to bring this news. I just found out like Walmart taking Apple Pay now. What the hell? I should have been on this, man. But they just put the news out Friday. So you hearing it here first. If you ain't heard it nowhere else. Your boy Credit K, man, giving y'all the sauce, giving y'all the game. And they dropped a whole CP video on this channel as well, man. I ain't supposed to be giving that information out no more, but I just dropped a 2026 kind of refresher to the one I put out in 2023. So it's been 3 years, so stuff has changed. Stuff ain't really changed too much. Added some updated information, but the real game I can't put online like that, man. Just enough to get y'all up through there, just enough to see that this shit is real. You can have a second chance and getting that apartment, getting that car. But if you really want to, take to the next level, hit me up, man. CreditK.com. Book that consultation. Until later on, how do I end